vision of self-sufficiency, that we would find ourselves in the Ho-Chunk village surrounded by economic development, home ownership, and education. And that we're joined here in this beautiful statue garden representing each of the 12 clans of the Winnebago people, and that each of the families would be represented here through these clans and through their roles with the Winnebago people. And through that indigenous Ho-Chunk knowledge is what has brought us to this point. And our friends here at NTAI are going to help us continue to bridge that gap of the digital divide and bring much more enriched activity here to the Winnebago Reservation. And with that, I'd like to introduce our guests, Laura Spinning, the NTIA Deputy Assistant Administrator, Office of Internet Connectivity and Growth.
Thank you. I think given the wind, I'm gonna set this down here. Thank you for having us here at the Winnebago Reservation and for all that you've shared with us about your history and your people. We are very honored to be here to announce a $35.2 million grant for extending a fiber optic network to deliver high-speed, reliable, and as we've heard earlier today, very much needed affordable high-speed internet for your people. For NTIA, this is a really important day for our work with Indian country. We are announcing grant awards to more than 20 tribes today, totaling more than $600 million. So we are very pleased to be with you, both to honor our work and partnership with you, as well as the work that we're doing across the nation in partnership with Indian country. So in addition to the $600 million that's being granted today, the Tribal Broadband Connectivity Program that we administer at NTIA brings the total amount of dollars that has been awarded for high-speed internet to $1.3 billion. So we are very excited as we take on this new partnership with Indian tribes to close the digital divide. The Biden administration is very much committed and working with Congress to pass the bipartisan infrastructure law, has devoted the resources that are necessary that we think we can do this in the coming years ahead. And with the knowledge and know-how that you'll develop in deploying your network, that hopefully you can be a partner in some of the programs coming down the pike that include what's called the Broadband Equity Access and Deployment Act, or BEAD, which I'm hopeful you can remember the BEAD program. That's $42.5 billion that we will administer in partnership with states and territories across the country. And as a part of that, local voices from tribal communities as well as other previously underrepresented communities are going to be critically important to shaping those programs, working with and in partnership with our state broadband offices that are charged with actually running those programs. So I hope you'll be a part of that. In addition to the 42.5 that's a part of the BEAD program, there's also $2.7 billion that's dedicated to what we call digital equity. The purpose of that is to ensure that you don't just have the fiber optic cable in the ground, but you have the devices on the end of it, that you're able to, working with your colleges and your schools, to build the kinds of skills that are critically important to fully take advantage of all that it means to be online in our digital economy, to learn and earn using high-speed internet. So I think the one thing I want to be sure to leave you with as we close out remarks here today is just how critically important your voice is going to be as we work with the state of Nebraska to implement what is a historically and monumental amount of investment to ensure that folks do get access to the internet that they need to be productive in our society and economy. So with that, I think we're going to go ahead and sign our grant award.
Thank you, Ms. Spinning, for making that exciting announcement. Thank you to the Winnebago Tribal Council for your support of these projects. Thank you to the Joys. We have Joy Long and Joy Johnson, who have been such a part of making this day beautiful. I'd like to acknowledge our Ho-Chunk Inc. team who made this possible to host this beautiful event. And I'd like to acknowledge New Breed, who are going to sing us a victory song and a thank you song. All those things that are made this possible are with the prayer and the teachings of the Winnebago people. So with that, I turn it over to New Breed.